Hello, Leo. Welcome to your February 2025 Astrological Predictions video. I am very happy to have you here today. Today, we have a lot to cover about the transits and how they may affect you during February. So we are going to dig deep into that here in just a minute. But before I do, right down there, see that little link right there, Leo. If you need a personal tarot reading, I do them via Zoom or pre-recorded. Or if you need an astrological report or a personal guided meditation, that is where you go, oceanmoonflower.com. If you want to see all my other links, go to this one. All right, my darlings, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that off of the screen now. And we are going to talk about these transits. So, Leo, you have so much movement in the month of February in your seventh house, which has to do with relationships and partnerships. So, there's going to be a strong focus on your one on one relationships, one on one interactions. And then it's going to move into your eighth house. So, then we move into this energy of shared resources, physical intimacy, personal transformation, things of that nature. And you have a lot of energy going on in those two areas. So let's start first with the seventh house. It is the month of love after all, right? So let's go ahead and let's talk about your seventh house. The sun is going to be in Aquarius from February 1st to the 18th, and this is going to be in your seventh house. The spotlight is going to be on your relationships and partnerships. This energizes your one-on-one interactions with those that are closest to you. That could be a romantic partner. That could be a business partner. That could be a business coworker that you work with very closely. That could be a best friend. It's the people that are closest to you in life, prompting you to seek a greater authenticity and innovation on how you relate to these people. So the sun is not the only aspect within the seventh house. Mercury is also going to be in Aquarius in the seventh house. Mercury has to do with communication. So communication with these people that are closest to you is also going to come into strong focus at the first half of February. There's going to be a focus on how you articulate your needs in partnerships, how you communicate that. It could open you up to unconventional ideas in relationship dynamics as well. It's a favorable time to negotiate agreements or rethink how you approach commitment. So all of that's going to be coming into the forefront on the first half of February. Because this is in Aquarius, you could be drawn to unconventional ways of thinking, and there may be intellectually stimulating relationships that you prefer or unconventional relationships that you prefer outside of the norm. Collaborations and agreements are also going to be very, very highlighted during this time. So the focus is on a balance of give and take in your close relationships. Are you receiving what you need? Are you giving what your partner needs? Or are you giving what this close relationship that's in focus needs? So there's going to be a strong focus on that. On February the 8th, the sun will be sextile Chiron. Chiron is in Aries throughout the month of February, the wounded warrior. And it's going to bring this gentle aspect to bring any old wounds with regards to relationships to the surface, to allow you to heal those wounds and move forward with a more empowered sense of what partnership means to you. We also have Mercury trine Jupiter today, the day that I am recording this. So you may do a little bit of research into relationships on how to communicate, how to move forward with mutual goals, things of that nature. It's going to be a short-lived transit. Don't worry too much about it. Also in your seventh house, there is another planet. Let me find that planet. Pluto. Pluto is the planet that deals with our fears, our subconscious fears. Pluto has to do with shadow work. And Pluto is transiting through Aquarius in your seventh house to bring transformation in your one-on-one relationships. There could be a deep evolution of how you relate to your partner or how you relate to those that are closest to you. There's going to be a need to shed any old power dynamics and embrace more authentic interactions. Super powerful transits for you. Leo, the sun is going to move into Pisces on the 18th. Mercury is going to move into Pisces on the 14th. And we have some planets that remain in Pisces throughout the entire month. Pisces is going to shift your focus to that of shared resources. That's like, you know, shared rent with a roommate, or a shared checking account with a loved one, etc. Shared resources, physical intimacy, and transformation. This is going to encourage you to explore deeper emotional and psychological issues regarding the power dynamics in your intimate relationships. And that includes power dynamics with regards to shared resources. It's good for initiating a personal transformation and releasing what no longer serves you, even if what no longer serves you happens to be a close relationship. So the sun, you know, the first half of the month, you may be looking at close relationships, seeing how they can be, you know, changed and how things can be shifted. And if there's no movement that can be changed there, as we move into the 8th house, you might say, okay, that's toxic. I need to let that go. So there's a strong focus on you making change. The lessons that you have from your relationships in the beginning of the month are going to bring in profound inner change for you, Leo, supporting renewal on the emotional and financial front. With Mercury in Pisces beginning on Valentine's Day, your communication style will shift to become more emotionally nuanced and intuitive when it comes to your 8th house. So conversations about shared resources, about deep emotional bonds, about transformative experiences will take on a more imaginative and compassionate tone. It's a great time to discuss sensitive topics or plan joint financial projects or personal transformation projects, or to make adjustments if a joint financial situation is not working for you, to make adjustments to those. Mercury is going to be conjunct on February the 25th to encourage a more serious tone and approach to your long-term goals and responsibilities. And then Mercury is going to be sextile Uranus on the 27th to help you find insights on how to handle intimacy issues and financial issues. We have more movement in the sign of Pisces, though, in this energy of transformation, shared resources, physical intimacy. We have Saturn in Pisces throughout the entire month of February. Saturn's taskmaster. He's the teacher. He continues to bring up issues until you deal with them. So Saturn in Pisces in your 8th house is going to bring up issues related to shared resources, intimate bonds, transformation, in order for you to have a realistic, structured approach to deep emotional and financial matters. You have to learn the lesson with Saturn, so expect it to be uncomfortable. The transit will encourage you to build a solid foundation in the areas of vulnerability, or to transform them with patience, things of that nature. So Saturn can be rough. That's throughout the month of February. Neptune is also going to be in Pisces in the 8th house throughout the month of February. So this is going to deepen your intuition, your spiritual sensitivity. If you have, you know, kind of like psychic abilities, it'll heighten those as well. But there's going to be, that focus is going to be on those shared resources and intimate connections. So there'll be enhanced creativity in how to handle the emotional situations and how to handle the financial situations. But you have to be careful because Neptune can sometimes cause some confusion also. So you're going to have to keep yourself grounded. Now, we did talk about the 7th house, right? And we did talk about Pluto. So you know that energy is also driving you forward. Venus is going to be in Aries beginning on the 4th in your 9th house. This is the house of higher learning, travel, philosophy, well, spiritual and philosophical ideas. And you're going to be able to take inspired steps in either expanding your intellectual horizons or embarking on some sort of adventurous travel. So you may find yourself wanting to plan this adventurous travel. It will involve some sort of physical activity because Aries is about physical activity. Oftentimes, Aries has to do with sports like hiking or, mountain climbing, rock climbing, it's things like that. So, or, maybe even surfing. So it could be something that's something adventurous. The transit will also encourage you to express your personal values in a bold way and align them to your beliefs with your romantic and creative pursuits. So that's good. February the 7th, 4 days from now, there's going to be a transformative change in your beliefs and your ambitions so that you can shed any outdated perspectives in this ninth house and embrace a more empowered vision. The difficult energy for February 2025 is Mars in retrograde, and Mars will be in retrograde until February the 23rd, and it's in the sign of Cancer. Now Leo, Cancer is, your neighboring zodiac sign, and so this is going to be in your 12th house. The 12th house is that of subconscious spirituality, and it's a retreating energy. So Mars in the 12th house can stir up unconscious drives, hidden emotional patterns, things that are like really deep in your mind, deep motivations, unresolved issues are going to come to the surface during this retrograde period. Well, early in the month, you might experience some internal friction or a sense of not being able to move forward on confronting these long hidden wounds. They'll come to the surface, but you won't know what to do about them. But once Mars starts to go direct again on the 23rd, you should see a surge of inner energy to empower you to confront those old wounds and those deep-seated issues. On the 9th, there's Mars trine Saturn, which is going to bring a stabilizing influence to this. It'll help you with that emotional healing. Jupiter goes direct on the 4th in the sign of Gemini in your 11th house. That's the house of social networks, friendships, community connections, long-term aspirations. So there'll be increased optimism and more opportunities for group associations, for group collaborations, as well as broadening your horizons with regards to social projects and community projects. That's positive as well. Uranus is going to be in Taurus in your 10th house. So there's going to be this brief focus on career and public image. And sudden changes to your professional life are possible during the month of February. Unexpected sudden changes in your professional life could occur. Leo, you're going to need to kind of move through whatever kind of surprising shifts come in your career and with regards to your public status and embrace a new pathway. It will feel uncomfortable, but do your best to remain flexible and open to change because that will help the energy to flow more easily for you. Now, Leo, there's a full moon in your sign on the 12th. So it's going to be in your first house. This is a great energy for you to have in your first house. So the full moon in Leo is going to highlight yourself and identity, right? Your self-worth, your self-confidence. You may have this heightened energy and increased confidence at the time of the full moon, but there also may be revelations about who you truly are, and these may empower you to let go of some old limitations that may have been getting in your way. Because full moons help you to let something go, to open up the energy for something new. So you may be letting go of some old limitations that have held you back in the past. And it's a great time to celebrate you and your individuality and set intentions so that you can shine in the world. On February the 27th, last but not least, there will be a new moon in Pisces, and we're returning back to that 8th house, the one of deep transformation. This is super important because it occurs at the end of the month and it's going to move into the month of March as well. And the new moon energy in Pisces falling in the 8th house marks a powerful new beginning for deep transformation. It is a time when you can set clear, intuitive intentions about how you want to transform your intimate relationships, your shared resources, and find a way to move forward in those areas. So that's absolutely fantastic. Leo, this has been your astrological predictions for February 2025. Mahalo nui loa. Love and light to you. Ta-ta for now, and I will see you in your next video. Oh, Leo, don't forget, you do have a tarot video for February 2025 up here on this channel, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. All right, my darlings, have an absolutely beautiful day. I'll see you soon.